And finally, when Emma Colvard's daughter Grace showed an interest in basketball, she wanted to make sure she was able to follow her dream of taking part. But Emma found it impossible to find a club that would cater for her daughter's special needs. So she created her own club to help kids with learning disabilities access the sport. Helen Keenan went to see them in action.
Grace was already at the top of her game, shooting hoops at Madison Square Garden, one of the most famous basketball courts in America. But after moving back to London, she could no longer show off her skills. There weren't any clubs for young people with learning disabilities.
Even before New York, basketball was my sport when I was a child, because during break time and stuff, it would help me from not being in any trouble.
So Mum Emma took matters into her own hands.
There wasn't any in London, and that did strike me as odd. Yeah.
So you gave a one-woman mission to sort this out?
One-woman mission, absolutely, yes.
She applied for funding from Basketball England and set up the group Safehaven. They now have teams in Westminster, Hackney and Southwark.
We aim to be 100% inclusive. It doesn't matter if you can play or you can't play. If you've played basketball before, if you haven't, we aim to be here, welcome you, teach you at the level of your ability.
This is their first session back since the coronavirus lockdown restrictions were eased.
How about at your forehead?
After putting in place safety measures, it was time for tip-off. It's an activity, they say, helps both physical and mental health.
Yeah, it's really good. Having loads of fun.
And have you found it makes a real difference as well?
Yes, of course, yes, because it's built his confidence, he's developed more of a team spirit.
Socialising with other people and going out and doing things and being invited to take part in other competitions.
Throwing and catching a ball was something we were meant to practice for his occupational therapy when he was younger, but he never liked it. So it's now to have him doing that optionally, it's marvellous.
The club is supported by volunteers who say they're involved because they want sport to be a level playing field for everyone.
So want to give them equal opportunities, pretty much.
Yeah, because were you surprised there wasn't anything?
There wasn't anything whatsoever. So that's why, for me as well, it's like I suffer with dyslexic, so knowing that people that were there for me, and I just wanted to be there for them too.
The aim is to open up more sessions like these in other boroughs in London and stop more young people feeling marginalised from mainstream activities. Helen Keenan, ITV News.